Join me on an adventure motorcycling trip of a lifetime. I head to Sofala, one of Australia's oldest gold mining towns, and I strike gold. So I'm just heading to Sofala through the backcountry. Historic Sofala. It's one of the first gold towns in Australia. Gold was discovered. It was kept a secret by the government because they didn't want to stir mania around the gold rush. Yep, there's some gold in the pan already. First pan. That means that there's gold here. Hopefully this river is not too high. If it is, then I'm That was real deep. I almost lost it then. Oh my god. So just coming up to the town, Sofala now. This place is one of my favourite little towns in New South Wales. Maybe even Australia. It's just this quaint old gold mining town. Hello, good morning. Today we're going to learn how to pan. I'm only going to do one pan and the river's freezing cold, so I'm going to try not to get wet. I'm just going to have a dig here. And this loose dirt seems like an easy target. It's all around the roots of the tree, which can be a good place to find gold. The other area to look is in river bends, because the gold will hit the wall of the turn and then it will deposit in the bank. In bedrock, anywhere there's bedrock, often in the crevices it's got gold. So I've got a pan of dirt, not too many rocks. Let's go have a look. You're always aiming to have this corner down here is where the gold will be sitting. Yeah, it's just a process of not wasting your time, because you don't know yet if there's gold in this pan. You don't want to waste your time on a pan being too optimistic and careful, because you won't get through many pans and therefore you won't find as much gold. And if you rush it, you can lose the gold in your pan because you're being too careless with it, because it is a very careful process. So I'm just getting down to the final parts of the pan. I've just got a bit of sand in there now. I've gotten rid of all the major stuff, so I'm going to shift across this side that doesn't have the riffles, and I'm just making sure the gold's in that corner of the pan. The only certainty is that gold will be the heaviest item. It won't wash off easily, and once you've had gold in a pan, you'll know how heavy it actually is, because it clinks around there like a very heavy metal. I think I may see some gold. Wouldn't that be incredible? Yep, there's some gold in the pan already. First pan. Quite a lot of it. I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, they're all tiny. Wow, that's amazing. Just out of that little hole over there. This guy, that's where he came from. That was really easy to dig as well. Usually when I pan, I have to take 3 pans from different locations, and if I'm lucky, I'll get 1 speck of gold. Many times you just find nothing, so that means that there's gold here, which gives me that gold fever. That's the panning process, very simple. So next step would be to suck this up into a little sucky thing. All right, let's get into it. In order to extract the gold from the pan, I just need this sucky thing and a place to put it, which is this. It's got some water, it's got some gold in there. So basically I'm just swirling the pan, just trying to get rid of black iron sand that's also quite heavy. It's just a matter of carefully not this up. A bit easy to see. So you can see there's like this gold here. So just with the water there, I just want to suck that up, drop it into there. It's only a tiny amount of gold in reality, but it's gold nonetheless. But it's really interesting to try find it, because it's quite a hunt, you know, like you've got to really think about the geology of the place. Where would the ancient rivers have flowed. Where does it flow when it's like really raging, really like a massive torrent of water? Where does the water flow? Where would it push gold? Pretty low effort. I put the gold pan in a pannier and put stuff inside it so it acts as kind of like a little cupboard. Nice. These places have been populated for hundreds of years by the white man, and there was an influx of Chinese that immigrated into this area as well and started mining also, and there was actually clashes between the Australians who were immigrants and the Chinese immigrants, but it was determined by law that the Chinese were allowed to stay here because they weren't the ones causing trouble. Apparently it was all the drunk Aussies that caused all the ruckus. The Chinese just kept to themselves. They were just hardworking. I imagine all of this stuff has been mined around this area. In one pan they would get 28 grams of gold. That's a huge amount of gold. That was from one panning in the Turon River that had a lot of alluvial gold. And also interestingly, gold was discovered in a nearby area 28 years earlier. It was kept a secret by the government because they didn't want to stir mania around the gold rush. It's funny what the government does. This whole area is just so beautiful. It's 3.5 hours away from Sydney driving. It's a really beautiful drive, pretty much just going towards Bathurst. And then just after Lithgow, you take a right, and then it's like 40 minutes from there. So super easy to find. I would recommend if you're planning to camp here, you should come in a four-wheel drive, because just the roads going into the camp areas are often four-wheel drive preferred. Strongly preferred. Or get yourself a Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. That's the other thing you could do. Look at this landscape. It's incredible. It feels like it's really old country. Someone's mined the shit out of this place.